What's good, Shadows? Welcome back to another video. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Go on my Instagram, @RickyTheShadow. Let's get right into this shit. We're gonna react to a video from the Great One. Now, I think I might have posted a video before. I'm not sure, but I know I've reacted to this dude a lot. Like I said, he's one of the reasons why I'm doing YouTube. He's the reason why I like wrestling YouTubers and shit like that. Because I'm a wrestling fan and he was my favorite. Him and Kicking It with Ross. So we're gonna react to him, and it's called "What Happened to WWE's Music." Sorry about that. But yeah, man, we're gonna react to my boy the Great One. We're gonna see what he thinks about the theme songs, because I've been watching him since I was like, I want to say middle school, and I agree with a lot of shit he says. Like, these theme songs have gone ass, man. But yeah, let's get right to it.
It's fair to say nobody likes Death Rebel music in WWE.
Really.
I hate your music.
Remember how good it used to be? Glass shatters. On this day. And my personal favorite? Holy shit, man. Now this one goes hard. Listen to the bass line right
Slow
here.
Criminal by Kane.
Shit, man.
Remember that
Completely
one?
ignoring the fact that this song deserves a Grammy. It just represents the gimmick so well. He's taken a shit during his theme song. Who's gonna clean it? This man right here. And then he just takes another dump.
This
But anyway,
dude.
my expectations aren't that high anymore. Death Rebel music is the biggest meme in the WWE at the moment. Some of their music is so bad that even wrestlers reject that shit. Randy Orton apparently rejected a new theme song
Of
from
course.
Death Rebel. And it just got me thinking,
You know what his new theme song should be? And maybe I'm stretching here. That song called Randy Orton from that one rapper, I think K Glock. What the fuck's his name, bro? Hold on. Here I am looking shit up, and I need to stop doing this, but like, fuck me, on some real shit. What you call it? Like, I think it's called K Glock. I could be wrong. Let me look it up real quick, y'all. Cause there's a rap song called Randy Orton, and it's actually hard. Like, it's not just some freaking generic shit neither. Key Glock, I think is it? Yeah, Key Glock. It's from your boy Key Glock, and that shit actually goes hard. I fucking liked it, but I feel like you should add that shit to his theme song, but they most likely might not do that because it's WWE. Let's be real.
really wonder how that theme song sounded like.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah, man, nowadays instead of explosive first 2 seconds of a theme song that instantly lets you know who's actually coming out, they
Right.
give you catchphrases. You don't want none. And you're right about that. So welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe if you already didn't. Like this video for extra inches on your Coco Jumbo penis. Let's talk about it. Not your pee-pee, the theme song. Let's talk about music.
Music makes you feel something.
It used to. All of you know, I talked about this before so many times, Jim Johnston had an amazing vision for what WWE music needs to sound like. He used to analyze wrestlers, and most of the time, that theme song really describes a wrestler, even if it doesn't have any words. Then we got CFO, who also gave us many bangers. It ain't Jim Johnston, but I think they actually did a decent job looking back. Now we're in the Death Rebel era, and a lot of times, it doesn't necessarily feel like they analyzed the wrestler. It almost feels like they already have a big catalog of music and they apply it to the wrestler. I suspect a use of YouTube's audio library. Now everybody's talking shit about Death Rebel and their music, and rightfully so. Like, I agree, it's not really good, but I'm gonna give you an unpopular opinion. They're not that bad. They're just very inconsistent because, let's be reasonable right here, they gave us a bunch of bangers.
Did
Roman's
they?
music, I feel like the final boss is coming out. Really fits Roman's character. Rhea Ripley's theme song is one of the greatest
Yes,
songs in WWE history in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Like, literally, you could tell me that Jim Johnston made that theme song and I would believe you. I'm not crazy about Seth Rollins' theme song, but obviously people are into it, they're singing along, so it was effective. I got behind.
Yes, I learned that.
What happened?
Who gives a fuck?
And LA Knight's music, every time I hear that, I just hear the crowd pop. Io Sky has an absolute banger. Jimmy Uso got a great theme song out of nowhere. And I obviously like Jay's theme song,
was
but it's
better than
unfair to
Jimmy.
say that it was done by Def Rebel, since it's basically a remix of the previous theme song they had. So
Oh,
as
wow,
you can
yeah,
see, when
that's
they
true.
actually try, it's not that bad. But then we have like 50 abominations.
I'm coming hard.
Farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell.
I want to start with the weekly WWE television. I know the world is changing, I get it. What was popular a decade ago is not necessarily popular right now. But slap me in the ass, I want rock music in my wrestling. Obviously, I'm being biased because that's the music I grew up with, that's the music I listen
But
to.
to be
But, you know,
quite
me, it's like-
honest, when it comes to WWE, I feel like they did better with rock music and like metal music or like, you know, that edgy shit. But whenever they try to do like rap or hip hop with it just never clicked. Never did it click, in my opinion. Like, especially like the intros. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I like rap and I like wrestling. So imagine my segment where I'm like, oh, we're gonna have rap in the intros of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. But then it was like, that's some generic ass shit I'm listening to. Like, the only time hip hop and WWE worked was when Run DMC made that DX song. So probably that. But yeah, other than that, I don't know.
like fighting and rock music, they just go so well together. Raws across
Yes.
the nation, To Be Loved, Burn It to the Ground. SmackDown had a bunch of bangers,
Whoa.
including Let It Roll, which is actually pretty underrated in my opinion. You know, you see that intro and you're like, yeah, it's time for wrestling. And now it's just
Yeah.
some generic ass shit made by Def Rebel. It's not even licensed music, you know. I don't
Just
see
not?
nobody. I don't see nobody who's better than me. I don't
That's
see
what I'm
nobody.
saying.
I don't see
That makes no sense for that shit to be. I think I was on SmackDown. Like, what he's singing right there. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that shit sounds like something the NFL would play for their like talk show, or like they're getting ready to show a game. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, rap and WWE, when it comes to them making intro songs, it just never clicked, which is crazy considering the fact all the shit they have in common.
see nobody who's better than me.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't see nobody.
That's some generic ass shit. That shit sounds like it will make that song make sense for something for the NFL to show like on Fox.
I don't see nobody. Okay, fuck that. But I do realize the problem is not necessarily that it's hip hop music, rap, whatever you want to call it.
not.
It's just that the songs are absolute dog
Yeah,
shit,
that's
right?
the thing. It's
bigger
not hip hop or rap. That's not the problem. The problem is whenever they do it, it's generic as fuck. Like, give us something real. Like that's why I wouldn't mind them just grabbing a real artist. Like, cause back then they have the Marilyn Manson song and shit like that. Like, the beautiful people. Remember that one? I'm like, yo, why don't they just grab that shit and just fucking, you know, put it for their intro. Grab some shit. Just grab some music that's out there.
problem is when wrestlers have to deal with that shit. You don't want
Oh my god, that shit's so
Now look,
whack.
I don't think it's a bad song. It's actually pretty good, except for the intro. But it's not nearly as good as the previous AJ style song.
But
and
that, the way it started, like, like, you know, that little, like, echo thing they had going on, like, you know what I'm saying, right? That shit you just knew that was AJ coming out. But it is
and
what
the
it is.
crazy that AJ Styles actually likes that.
I tried to make it something that I kind of like. We're going to have to find out if anybody digs it.
It's okay.
No one does.
It's okay.
Not like that.
It's okay.
Trash.
I do have a list of theme songs in the WWE that absolutely suck, but let's start with this. What makes a great wrestling theme song? To me, it's as simple as that. Either a really good song, which is obvious, Edge is a perfect example of that,
Yeah.
Randy is a good example of that both times, Triple H, but if we want to be a bit more specific, to me it's like when that music hits and you instantly react when you know shit's about to go down,
Like
that's
Cena.
what makes a good wrestling theme song.
Yes.
A perfect example of that is Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, even Randy Orton, you know.
But I think John Cena is the best because when you hear that like that, You know that shit that goes. You just know that's Cena right there, and everybody's going crazy. But it is what it is.
And let's give credit where credit is due. You know, even songs right now kinda have that. When you hear LA Night and then you get that instant pop, that works.
Like you see
Appreciate
LA.
that. In AJ's case, the intro is way too long and it just doesn't fit the song. And I talked about this like a year or two ago. A lot of these theme songs, especially if you watched Royal Rumble 3, 2, 1. Who the hell is that? Oh, it's one of the most important superstars in the WWE. Okay. And how do you fix that? By adding "You Don't Want None" because it's AJ's voice. It doesn't matter what the song is doing next. All that matters is that you get that catchphrase. And AJ is just an example. Oh, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
AJ is just an example.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Like, you know what would make me mad? If they say, "Hey John, here's a new theme song," to John Cena, I will lose my fucking shit
For
and
a
it'll
limited
sound some
time,
generic
shop
shit like that.
Pixel's
I
Summer
will
of
kill
Savings
myself.
event at googlestore.com.
Hi. Like, I will kill myself. Like, no funny shit. I will kill myself.
I think I've realized how terrible WWE music is getting once we got that Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode theme song.
really?
That was dog shit, man. Like, that was so bad. Both of these guys had tremendous theme songs. Very memorable, very catchy. Top 15 contenders right here, right? And then it's like, here to show the world, glorious, random ass rock music starts playing. I think that's when I've realized, okay, we gotta do something. We gotta do something right here. And look, if I would talk about every single WWE theme song in this video, this would be an hour-long video at least. Not gonna do that. If you take anyone new from NXT, most of these theme songs suck.
Yeah.
To be honest, even with the main roster, I don't even know how they sound like. That's how unmemorable they are. I wanna start with DIY though. This is the most annoying theme song I've heard in a very long time. Doesn't fit Tommaso Ciampa at all. Oh, hate that shit. One positive being the team name DIY now kinda makes sense because they should probably DIY a new theme song. Then you have someone like Braun Breaker, right? You look at this dude, okay, this is possibly our next Roman Reigns, so let's go with that music, right? But then that YouTube audio library is creeping in. And you're like, okay, I think I know what it needs to sound like everything else. I don't even know how it sounds like. I've heard it like 2 times and it's like dum 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 bum bum bum. And we talked about this so much, man. Like, theme song is so important.
It is.
Sometimes you may not even like a wrestler that much. Maybe he's new, maybe you didn't get used to him, his character. But the theme song is so good, you start paying attention, right? With Braun Breaker, I don't see that. I don't even know what to say about Bailey's new theme song. It's like a lot of shit thrown together and none of it works. The name of the song is called Role Model, exactly what Def Rebel needs, and his name is Jim Johnston. How do I put this? The song kicks off the same way the previous song did, but then it just kinda breaks. I don't know how to put it. Role model.
This
And then it
wait,
just
hold on. Did I just see that tweet?
breaks.
This goes hard on mute.
I don't know how to put it. Role model. And then it's just some Assassin's Creed type of shit. I don't even know. I got used to Ricochet's theme song, but I mean, it still doesn't change the fact that it sucks. It sounds like something that would play during a sports event break, if that makes any sense. And now, let's take a look at the score. Then you have someone like Logan Paul, and out of all the generic theme songs, this one is probably the most catchy one. I kinda like it, but here's something that I don't understand. His gimmick is a social media influencer. When it comes to his theme song, you could give that shit to anybody. Like, really, you can't
think I have
do
to
anything
disagree.
creative for Logan Paul? One of the most flashiest gimmicks in the WWE right now?
Trash.
I already talked about AJ Styles. I think it's fine. The change was just unnecessary in my opinion. Carlito's new theme song
No,
is called
you
Bad
motherfucker.
Apple.
Oh my god. No, you do. We do not talk about that. We do not talk about. No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that here. As a Puerto Rican man, I forbid we ever talk about that theme song. That theme song doesn't exist. Nope. We are just gonna pretend that he has no theme song, or he comes out with Judgment Day theme song. Cause no, what? No. We don't talk about this. We do not talk about this. We will never talk about this again. Puerto Rican guy. I say so. It's final. We do not talk about this. This is not a his song. This just, we don't know what this is. We don't talk about this. No. No. I fucking hate that song so fucking much, bro. You don't understand it. Like when I was watching Fastlane, and this man came back, and he's like, what was the fucking intro? You think you know what cool is or whatever? And then you hear that dun 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 dun. Dun. I'm like, I'm happy Carlito's back, but then I'm also like, what the fuck did you idiots do? And they're like, oh, he's a babyface and shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he was a babyface, a heel, a anti-hero, a jobber. What? Well, no, never do that. But my point is, you do not change. I spit in the faces of people who don't like to be cool or some shit. Like, look, it's been gone so much I forgot the intro, and I always remember the fucking intro. And then you hear him spit, and then you know it just plays that heel thing that makes you feel like here comes this cocky ass prick. But what the fuck? No, this song, we don't talk about this. We will never talk about this. It's official. So these fucking bitches need to stop banging. Anywho, no, this doesn't exist. I don't know what he's talking about.
I could only assume the previous song was called Apple. The apple got bad.
What previous song? He only has one.
It's not that bad, but again, a very unnecessary change.
Don't know what
it's
you're
probably
talking about.
even more catchy than the previous one. It just
Again,
has
don't know
a
what he's
lot
talking
less
about.
personality, in my opinion. Braun Strowman.
Again, what the fuck is he talking about? That song does not exist. I made it official.
Also, sounds very similar to his previous theme song, but instead of being catchy, now it's just a bunch of shit going on. It's not
Yes.
horrible, but this is a case of if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Many people would agree Finn Balor had one of the best theme songs of this
Yes.
generation. Unfortunately, he got a new one. It sounds weird. Like, again, that's the thing. Just a bunch of shit going on at
We
the same
don't
time.
talk
It's
about
not
that
catchy.
neither.
It's not something that will ever get stuck in your head. And we're facing the same problem. It's not necessarily bad, but
It's bad compared to the other
he just
ones.
doesn't have that feeling.
Yes.
And I get it. He's a heel now. His personality is different. In
But
cases
that song
like
can
that,
work for heels too. What the fuck? Damn. Not to disagree with my boy, great one. I know he's just giving his opinions, but like me honestly, I feel like that song can work as a heel and a babyface. That's just me. Sort of like Randy. When he's a babyface, everybody's gonna sing it. When he's a bad guy, they're gonna boo him, but he's walking with that slow, type of like, you know what I mean? Like, oh.
with an iconic theme song like that, just change it up a little bit. You know, do this shitty thing that back in the day on YouTube you could see John Cena's heel theme song, and it's shit like your time is up, my time is now. Raquel has very weird music,
That's
but
what it
it's
is.
not that. I swear to God, if I'm the only one who remembers that song, I don't even know how it's called, but you know which one I'm talking about, right? It can't be just me. So it sounds just like that.
Yeah.
But then it gets bad. The problem with Damien Priest, Judgment Day's theme song is great.
Yes.
Because it's an original licensed music, right? Damien Priest is your world heavyweight champion, and his theme song is like a light version of that.
Yeah.
Now, it's not objectively very bad, but again, it's just a bunch of catchphrases
Yes.
put together
Yes.
in his song.
That-
And my favorite part
Beautiful explanation right there.
of the song is when someone's shouting badass. Can't
Wait, shit, what?
song is when someone's shouting badass.
You know what's crazy? He had like the last 2-3 theme songs of his were actually good, and like they didn't need to change even the first one he had, but they did. But they always ended up doing good. So if this is like their first time where I was like, we ain't feeling this, bro.
Candice LeRae's theme song gets me depressed. Not even a joke, not joking about it, just telling you the truth. I hear that song and I just get sad. I don't know what it is about it. Damage Control had a shitty song in the beginning, but now it's in Japanese, and it's just as bad. And look, I'm just giving you a few theme songs. If you actually
Oh
go
my
and
god,
listen-
I know what's no. No, my God, this just popped in my fucking head. I don't. This. I'm gonna try not to pause it after this. The worst downgrade to a theme song was Shinsuke Nakamura. That man had a banger, like, dun, 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 you know which one I'm talking about with the. Yes, that was beautiful. But then when they added lyrics to that shit, I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? Like, no. Like, no. There was no reason to add any rap in it. There was no reason to add any lyrics to it. Like, we put the lyrics. We sang along with that shit. Worst downgrade of all time, in my opinion.
Listen to some lower mid card music, NXT music. The problem is none of it really stands out.
Yeah.
A lot of times, not even in a bad way, just a boring way.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's music,
Yeah.
I guess. Let's see what's coming out. So yeah, clearly there's so much more. The issue is you probably don't even know what they sound like. So I kind of came to this conclusion that they can make music, and I'm not saying anyone should get fired. Jim Johnston getting back in the WWE is unrealistic. Let's face it. Obviously, they can make music. They just need someone with a vision. Someone who can be like, nah, that's not the character. He's not a firefighter, Def Rebel. He's a plumber. You get what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
They need someone with a vision, someone who gets professional wrestling. Because right now, it sounds like people who are making music for the WWE are not even wrestling fans, which is probably not even true, but you get what I'm trying to tell you. They just don't get the
you can make that
characters
argument.
a lot of the time. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below your top 5 worst WWE theme songs in the WWE right now. Thanks for watching The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.
I agree with everything Brody said. That's all I gotta say. Too many banging and noise going on, so I'm just gonna stop this shit. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. The Great One was speaking facts, and I'm out.